Welcome to Mr. Dave's music lesson, lesson number 6. We're going to have lots of fun today, more fun than humans are allowed, kids. All right, now, we're going to learn how to construct a major scale. Any note you want. All right? There's a certain formula. Pay attention now. Here you go. Get your paper and your pens and all that stuff. Okay, write this down, even if you don't know what it is. WW half. WWW half. World Wide Web not. All right, now guys, this stands for whole step, which is 2 half steps. A half step is the next nearest note. So this is 2 notes, 1 note away, 2 notes away, 2 notes away, 2 notes away, 1 note away. Okay, we're gonna just memorize this. Whole half. Whole half. Okay, everybody say it, please. Whole half. Whole half. Okay, now you should already know your C major scale, guys. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. We gotta know that. Now here we go. From C to D is a whole step. Play those 2 notes together. C and D is a whole step. Excuse me. D to E is a whole step. Say that. D to E is a whole step. E to F is a half step. Hey, wouldn't that be weird if we could sing 2 notes at the same time? I heard it can be done by like monks or something. So if you're a monk, you sing E and F together. Very good. Half step. F and G, whole step. G to A, whole step. Okay, A to B, whole step. B to C, whole step. All right? Now, we're going to get this going one more time. Whole half. Whole half. Got it? All right, we have to all know that. And say goodbye. Goodbye to the major scale formula. All right? So, now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the major scale in thirds. Okay, please pause. And you're going to write this down, okay? So I'm going to play it while you're looking at it right here. It's C, E, D, F, E, G, F, A, G, B, A, C, B, D, and then end on C. Okay? Now, all right, let's all get that together. And if you paused and you wrote it down, we're going to do it together. You're going to do it with both hands, okay? I don't really care about what fingers you use right now. These are called thirds. Same thing as skip a note. So let's say our thirds. C, E, D, F, E, G, F, A, G, B, A, C, B, D, C. Good, guys. Now, listen to it backwards. I didn't write this down. You're going to have to just memorize it. C, A, B, G, A, F, G, E, F, D, C. Kind of sounds like a melody, kind of, sort of. Now, listen to it again backwards, real slow. Okay, I'm on, my right hand is an octave above middle C, and my left hand is on middle C. Okay, I'd rather you guys looking at your own hands, not my hands. Okay? Now, I'm going backwards. Listen. C, A, B, G, A, F, G, E, F, D, E, C, and then you can round it out on a D, B, C, a little D like that. Okay, you can do a lot with these guys. Okay, we've already learned the C major scale in another lesson. And then the fingerings. We should all know our fingerings by now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're done with that. We know it. Now, let's do thirds. You can do a lot with thirds. So listen, I'll just goof around with it. Okay, and that's the mi, me, ma, day long. If you're going to do work with choirs, you're doing, that's one of the most common warm-ups, is thirds, skipping notes. All right? I think we're good with that. All right, now we're going to move on, guys, to a real important topic of intervals. Okay, everybody look at the sheet. All right? Say the word interval. Later on, we're going to use inversion. No. Different thing. Intervals. An interval is the distance between two notes. Okay, please. Repita, por favor. An interval is the distance between two notes. Okay? You get into 3 notes, that's chords. 4 notes, 5 notes, 6 notes, chords get really big. The smallest chord is a triad. We'll talk about that later. Now, please copy everything I've done here. I've made these little notches, okay, nachos. So we're going to begin with the first one. C to D flat. Okay, that's called a half step. Or you can say minor second. Next, C to D, major second. Next, C to E flat, minor third. Next, C to E, major third. C to F. All right, perfect fourth. Put a little star like that. Perfect fourth, very important. We'll get into the perfect. C to F sharp. Tritone, tritone. That's, you know, if you've been to England, it's an ambulance. Listen. Tritone, F sharp, C. That's a big deal. Later on, tritone. Okay, C to G, perfect fifth. Remember the perfect thing, guys. C to F, perfect fourth. C to G, perfect fifth. Keep moving on here. C to A flat is a minor sixth. C to A, major sixth. C to B flat is a minor seventh. C to B is a major seventh. And C to C is an octave. All right, you got to write all this down, because here we go. Whee! All right. Now, intervals, the distance between two notes. We're going to start with the first one, C to D flat. C, D flat, C, D flat, C, D flat all day long. That's called a minor second. All right? Same as a half step. Okay, C to D. What is it? Huh? Oh yeah, major second. C to D, because a whole step is 2 half steps. Okay. Now, we're going to go C, E flat. That's a minor third. 3 half steps. Minor third. Or you can start on a note and go 1, 2, 3. That's how I get my 3 half steps. Start on the note, climb up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, those are half steps. C, E, everybody, let's play it. C, E, E, C, E, C, da, 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 da. Okay. And that's a major third. Okay, now remember about the perfect fourth. If you invert it, this is CF. If you go FC, that's a fifth. Inverting is when you flip it. Let's talk about that. Inverting intervals. Okay, slow down, everybody. CF, that's a perfect fourth. Now I'm going to play FC. That becomes a fifth. Okay. So, fifths become fourths, and fourths become fifths. Now, this is a really beautiful sound on the piano if you use your fourths and fifths. And it's also a lot of rock and roll. Just does what's called power chords. They're fifths and fourths. Talk about all that stuff. I don't want to get too far ahead. Okay? Now, we're on the fifths, okay? Oh, no, we did fourths. C to F. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. And then the next one, C to F sharp. Okay, if you're... Hopefully, you won't be in an ambulance. But if you're in London... Tritone. Tritone. Very important. 6 half steps. And if you invert it, it's still a tritone. And that's the only interval is like that. And tritones are your scary movies. Tritones. Okay, next, perfect fifth. La la, that's C to G. Okay, that's 7 half steps. We're going to talk about whole deal. 7 half steps. All right, and then you go G to C, that's a fourth. Now, backwards, G to C, that's a fifth. C to G is a fourth. G to C is a fifth. And that's real important that you understand your fourths and fifths, guys. They're powerful. Yeah. Thank you, guys. That's our lesson. Okay, tune in next time. Do your homework. Thank you. Bye-bye.